All right, let's talk about a tool that is, well, it's completely changing the game for developers. Imagine this. You have an awesome idea for an app, and instead of spending hours on setup, you just start coding instantly. That's the power of Replit. We're going to dive into how you can use it to build literally anything in pretty much any language, whether you're talking to an AI or getting your hands dirty with the code yourself.
You know the feeling, right? You get this incredible idea for a project. You're super excited, you're ready to go. And then, bam, reality hits. You spend the next few hours just fighting with your own computer, installing the right language version, wrestling with dependencies, configuring path variables. That initial spark of excitement, it just fizzles out into pure frustration.
I mean, isn't that just the biggest paradox in coding? You want to build something simple, like a basic Hello World app, but you end up spending hours just getting the tools ready. It feels totally backward. Before you even write one meaningful line of code, you're already deep in this nightmare loop of installers and cryptic error messages.
Okay, but what if you could just skip all of that nonsense? I mean, completely bypass it. That's exactly the promise of Replit. It's your entire workspace right there in your browser. It's powerful. It's instant. No installs, no setup. You literally just open a new tab and you're ready to code.
And look, don't mistake this for just some simple online text editor. No way. Replit is a full-blown, full-stack platform. We're talking a powerful IDE, a seriously mind-blowing AI coding partner, real-time collaboration so you can code with your team, and one-click deployment to get your app live. It's the whole shebang, from start to finish, all in one spot. And when I say the workspace has everything, I mean it. This is not some watered-down, light version of a desktop tool. You get support for over 50 languages right out of the gate. You've got your console, a full Linux shell to work with, Git is built right in for version control, and of course that super easy deployment. Seriously, it's everything you could possibly need, all set up and ready to go.
Okay, so how does this all actually work? How do you, build stuff on Replit? Well, you've got two main ways to go about it. And the first one, honestly, it feels like something from a sci-fi movie. It starts not with writing code, but with just talking.
This is where the Replit agent comes in, and it's an absolute game changer. This isn't just an autocomplete that suggests the next word. No, this is an AI partner. You can literally just tell it what you want, like, hey, build me a social media app with user profiles and a photo feed, and it will generate the entire project for you. The front end, the back end, all of it. It takes care of all that tedious boilerplate stuff so you can stay focused on the big picture. The whole process is just so simple. You kick things off with your idea, right? A simple prompt. The agent then builds out the basic structure. From there, it's just a conversation. You can say things like, okay, now add a dark mode, or can you connect this to the Stripe API? Or even, hey, there's a bug here, can you fix it? It's this back and forth conversational flow that takes you from nothing to a live app in what feels like no time at all. Yeah, Replit's own tagline here just nails it. It's all about this massive shift, right? It's about knocking down the walls that stop people from creating. Suddenly, you don't have to be a hardcore developer with years of experience to build something real. If you have an idea, you can bring it to life. We're moving away from just memorizing syntax and focusing on what really matters, solving problems.
Okay, the AI stuff is incredible for sure, but I know what some of you are thinking. What if I want to write the code? What if I need that fine-grained total control? Well, if you're that developer who wants to get in there and write your own C++ or Python or Java from the ground up, guess what? Replit is 100% for you too.
And this is where things get really interesting because we're talking about the core power of Replit's architecture. Sure, it supports a ton of languages right away, but the real secret is that you can set it up to run pretty much any language, any tool chain you can think of. And you do it all with just two little configuration files.
So these two files are your command center for manual setup. Let's break it down. Think of the first one, replit.nix, as your package manager. This is where you say, hey, I need the GCC compiler for my C++ project, or I need the specific version of the Java development kit. You just list what you need. Then you have the second file, .replit. This one's like the instruction manual. It tells the workspace exactly what to do with all the tools you just installed.
And this is how you get that pinpoint control, especially for compiled languages like C++ or Java. So let's say you want to write some C++. In that .replit file, you'd add a compile command, something like, g++ main.cpp-o main. Then you set your run command to actually execute that compiled file, so /main.
And just like that, every single time you hit that big green Run button, Replit knows exactly what to do. First, it compiles your code, and then it runs the result. It's a super elegant way to handle that whole compile then run workflow for any language. So, here's the real magic. The most powerful part of all this isn't choosing between the AI and manual coding. It's the fact that you don't have to choose at all. These two ways of working, they're not separate. They're designed to work together, creating this ridiculously efficient workflow. See, it's not about which path is better. It's about using the right tool for the job. You use the AI agent for what it's amazing at, blasting through the initial setup, handling all the boring repetitive stuff, and getting a prototype up in seconds. And then you jump into the code yourself to handle the tricky parts, the custom logic, the stuff that makes your project truly yours. This is what a modern workflow looks like right here. You let the AI do the heavy lifting. Let it generate, say, 90% of your app in just a few minutes. I'm talking the database, the API endpoints, the basic UI, all of it. And then you get to focus your brainpower and your time on that last crucial 10%, the secret sauce, the unique features, and the final polish that really make it stand out.
And this isn't just some fringe concept. We're talking about over 40 million people, creators, developers, entire teams who are already building this way on Replit. That's a massive number. It tells you that this hybrid approach, this blend of AI and hands-on coding, isn't just some far-off future of coding. It's happening right now. It's becoming the new normal.
And that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? When you start blending these natural language conversations with a full-on coding environment, well, it really seems like we're heading towards a future where building software is less about fighting with syntax and setup, and more about having a creative conversation with an AI partner. So I'll leave you with this. What do you think that future's really going to look like? Pretty exciting stuff to think about. Thanks for tuning in.